Chaos. And I think we need to talk a little bit about subliminal programming and manipulation, in the brain, and wake a few people up to this kind of stuff. A lot of stuff I talk about is controversial, but I do back it with facts and with science, and I hope that it encourages you to become more informed and educated, that you might make actual educated decisions, instead of just chalking all of these things up to right or wrong or what have you. Go away, fly. Today's topic is psychology, anchoring. Get out of here, sweatfly. Anchoring is relating to objects in the subconscious. It could be an action, color, word. It could be literally anything. But when they experience these two things at the same time, they create a permanent anchoring point in their mind, and hence the word subconscious. They don't even need to realize it for it to be worked and used against them again in the future. A good example of this is dating, and this will help a few of you and wake a couple of other of you up so that it might not work on you. Being armed with the knowledge, your subconscious will catch it and avoid it as they're attempting it. And that's why it's important to know this kind of stuff and the symbols and the techniques, because it's literally the only way you're not being manipulated. It don't matter whether you realize it or not, because it matters whether I'm getting one over on you or not, because you realize it or not. You can feel you're right all day long. Alright, so anchoring. You might have noticed some stuff like this. You might have heard a few of these stories. I'm going to give to you two really funny and useful examples of how to create a psychological anchor in someone else. Okay, the first of which, dating a girl, or guy, or whatever. Let's say, okay, I really like you. We go out to eat, we go on a date, or whatever. People want to call everything these days. People act like they're already dating, instantaneously. Well, we go out on a date, and we sit down and it's a nice dinner or whatever. It might even be at an Applebee's and something stupid like that. But you're having a good time. And I'm telling jokes and we're going back and forth and smiling, flirting. But what you don't notice is my body language. Much like Trump doing this shit, which I'll explain in another video, because that's a bigger topic to go into. That's an anchor to some people, while it's a technique for others. But what you need to do instead, say I make you laugh, and I wiggle the fingers on my left hand. You ain't going to ask me about it, even if you do notice it. You'll just observe it, move on, roll it off, unless you keep seeing it. So what that is an anchor. I made you laugh at the same time as I did this. Your subconscious picked this up, recorded it as a memory, and will use it as the collective that is you in the future, whether you realize it or not. In the future, if I want to put you in a better mood or manipulate you better, all I have to do is wiggle the fingers on my left hand, and your subconscious eases you slowly toward the consciousness that it was in during the original experience, and what chemicals it did, how it felt, what it was doing at the time, and it makes you that much easier to control. That's anchoring. Another good anchoring point. You can do this to troll your friends. Every time you see the color red, you'll think of me in this video, Kevin Chaos. Now this is why, for the majority of people, it works. Every time you see the color red, now that I've suggested you that, you have to remember to ignore the suggestion I just gave you. Your brain has to say, every time you see the color red, I'll think of Kevin. Oh, every time I see the color red, I have to remember not to think of Kevin. In order to tell myself not to think of Kevin, I have to remember that I'm not supposed to think of Kevin, thus thinking of Kevin. It does work. Try it out. Play around with your friends. You'll find statistically it's going to work more than it doesn't work. And only the people who kind of understand this, or are more manipulative or controlling type people, or snake signs in the zodiac, I'll talk about that in another video as well. Only those people will it really be ineffective on. Skilled manipulators and arguers, control freaks to a degree. But you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised at your success. I'd like to cover a whole lot of topics because all of these go hand in hand like a chain link fence, making one item the one super web of everything that we have as we all work together, whether we know each other's skilled secrets, tactics, and uses or not. So look forward to more on psychology, look forward to more on some of this metaphysical knowledge, and look forward to, coming very soon, hand gestures and symbols. They're called mudras, or positions of power. And I'll discuss that in the next video. My name is Kevin Chaos. I hope you enjoyed this information, and I hope it helps you to make more informed and educated decisions in the near future to protect your safety, protect your privacy, protect your loved ones, protect your body, mind, heart, and soul as you engage on this joint adventure that we're all sharing. Hopefully, with a little less to worry about because you know how it works. Peace be with you.